Today we are talking with the new teacher, Miss Heaton, who you guys may not know much about so far. So today I am going to be asking her a few questions. The first one starting off with, how do you like teaching in Burlington so far?
If this is going to be my first teaching experience, which it is, it's been great. The kids are really good to me. They're understanding that I am scattered and maybe not doing the best and feeling way out of my comfort zone, and they've been really good to me. And my fellow coworkers, the other teachers, have been super supportive and willing to help me out in whatever way I needed, and it's been awesome. So it's been a great first teaching experience.
Yeah, and having you as a student, you have done a really good job so far.
Oh, thank you. I need that because I don't feel like I have, so I appreciate it.
Yeah. And the second question I have for you is it easy teaching the students here so far or not?
Yeah, I haven't really had a lot of problems. They're really respectful. Like, even if maybe they get a little bit out of control or a little too loud, if I say something, they settle right down, and they're super respectful to me, so I've appreciated it a lot.
Do you think you have a favorite class so far?
Oh, it's pretty early to say a favorite class, but sometimes maybe your favorite class comes not necessarily by students, but by size, because it's easier to teach smaller classes than it is larger classes. But no, some of the subject matter is easier for me in other classes than some, so that might be a reason if I were to pick a favorite, that might be why. But I've enjoyed it all. I enjoy all of the kids, so...
Well, that's good. And then an interesting question. Have you taught anywhere else before, and if not, why?
I have not taught, I did student teaching, but I have not taught, in a classroom setting as far as education goes. And I haven't because... when I received my degree back in the early 2000s, that dates me, but I'm old, so it's not like I can hide from it. I had already had my first child, and I wanted to be a mom at that time rather than a teacher, and then I just never had the opportunity to get back into it. I have tried, but I never did.
And what's one thing you want to achieve here for your students and yourself?
So I've told a lot of people my goals for this year are to not be a disservice to the students, because I feel like I'm not adequate, right? So I don't want to be a disservice. I want them to learn something, and I want them to enjoy science. I really like science, and a lot of people have kind of a negative opinion about it, but I think they just don't understand that science is all around us. And so that's kind of always my goal. If I get one student that ends up liking science that didn't at the beginning, then for me, that's a win. And then if they learn something, that's what I want to give to them, right, is a solid education.
Good answer. Yeah. I don't think I would have come up with that good of an answer if I was a teacher.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. What other places have you worked before, since you haven't done teaching?
I've done a lot of coaching, which it's a form of teaching, just not the traditional. So I've done a lot of coaching. I have been managers a lot of restaurants, or worked in restaurants, the food industry where I grew up. And then my last job, I worked at a grocery store and did had a lot of responsibilities there. It was a small local grocery store in Nebraska, but anyway.
Do you mind me asking, what kind of coaching you did?
I coached volleyball. I've coached volleyball and basketball. Not as much basketball. That's not my wheelhouse, but I was the assistant coach and helped in there. And then speech and one act. One act is a drama, like a play production. Nice. And it's competitive, yeah.
Yeah, Orabella did tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She misses it, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What is, one fun fact about yourself?
One fun fact about myself. I guess, I don't know whether this is a fun fact or not, but water is a lot of our lives. And so when we swim, I have this, and I've always had it. So, like sometimes you could be like, well, that's because you have a lot of extra buoyancy because of my size. But I can float, like I can just kind of float in water without really treading water for hours. I mean, and not like on my back, like, most people would tread or swim, but I can just be kind of like head above the water, just kind of bobbing in there. And my kids think it's crazy that I can do that, but I've always been able to do that as long as I can remember. I've swam a lot, and I don't know, I understand the lung buoyancy thing, so I keep enough oxygen in my lungs to keep me floating.
Do you consider that one of your unique talents?
Yeah, I guess. Coming up off of the cuff, that's probably one of my unique talents.
Yeah, because I was going to be like, that answered the next one because it says, do you have any unique talents?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I consider that, kind of unique. I don't know that I can't think of any other unique talents that I have.
I definitely cannot do that at all.
Yeah, a lot of people they're like dead weights in the water and just sink, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you would like to say about yourself before we go?
No, I don't really like to talk about myself, I guess. So, but I'm really excited to be teaching here. That, like I said, for our first time after having been to school a long time ago, this has been a great experience. So I appreciate it.
Well, it's nice having you on here, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for interviewing me. I do appreciate it.
And we are going to go and make sure to watch our other podcasts. And, I think that's it. So.
Okay, thanks, Darcy.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.